Yehovah, please fill me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua Mashiach's name, amen. We'll start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love. To Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts in mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Genesis chapter 5. Here is the genealogy of Adam. On the day that God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. He created them male and female. He blessed them and called them Adam, humankind, on the day they were created. After Adam lived 130 years, he fathered a son like himself and named him Shet. After Shet was born, Adam lived another 800 years and had both sons and daughters. In all, Adam lived 930 years, and then he died. Shet lived 105 years and fathered Enosh. After Enosh was born, Shet lived another 807 years and had sons and daughters. In all, Shet lived 912 years, then he died. Enosh lived 90 years and fathered Canaan. After Canaan was born, Enosh lived another 815 years and had sons and daughters. In all, Enosh lived 905 years. Then he died. Canaan lived 70 years and fathered Mahalalel. After Mahalalel was born, Canaan lived another 840 years and had sons and daughters. In all, Canaan lived 910 years. Then he died. Mahalalel lived 65 years and fathered Yered. After Yered was born, Mahalalel lived another 830 years and had sons and daughters. In all, Mahalalel lived 895 years. Then he died. Yered lived 162 years and fathered Hanach. After Hanach was born, Yered lived 800 years and had sons and daughters. In all, Yered lived 962 years. Then he died. Hanach lived 65 years and fathered Methuselah. After Methuselah was born, Hanach walked with God 300 years and had sons and daughters. In all, Hanach lived 365 years. Hanach walked with God, and then he wasn't there because God took him. Methuselah lived 187 years and fathered Lamech. After Lamech was born, Methuselah lived 782 years and had sons and daughters. In all, Methuselah lived 969 years, then he died. Lamech lived 182 years and fathered a son, whom he called Noah, which means restful. For he said, "This one will comfort us in our labor, in the hard work we do with our hands, to get what comes from the ground that Yehovah cursed." After Noah was born, Lamech lived 595 years and had sons and daughters. In all, Lamech lived 777 years, then he died. Noah lived 500 years. He was 500 years old, and Noah fathered Shem, Ham, and Yafet, which is Japheth. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading the short chapter of Genesis 5, a small genealogy? We can trust that the genealogy of Adam is extremely important to know. how long man has been on earth, as well as how long we have not been on earth. Trust that Elohim created man in the likeness of Elohim. He created them male and female. He blessed them on the day they were created. Adam fathered Shet at 130, lived 930 years, then he died. Shet fathered Enosh at 105, lived to 912, then he died. Enosh fathered Canaan at 90 and lived 905 years, then he died. Canaan fathered Mahalalel at 70, lived 910 years, then he died. Mahalalel fathered Yered at 65, lived to 895, then died. Yered fathered Hanach at 162, lived to 962 years, then died. Hanach fathered Meticulously at 65, lived 365 years, walked with Elohim 300 years, and then Elohim took him. Meticulously fathered Lamech at 187, lived 969 years, then died. Lamech fathered Noah at 182. He lived 777 years, then died. Noah was 500 years old when he fathered Shem, Ham, and Japheth. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can teach others the importance of walking with Elohim daily for life. Produce spiritual fruit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, and self-control. And how can we bear one another's burdens? We can walk with Elohim daily, set an example to follow, so others can do the same. We will end with the Aaronic blessing on this day of remembrance of the risen Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach. Yehovah will kneel before us, presenting gifts, and he will guard us with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being towards us, bringing order, and he will provide us with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon us and will set in place all we need to be whole and complete.